quarter one of week one. Third down and 9. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On fourth down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. First play, and May goes to the air. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run it. Big chunk out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A big play after being backed up. A gain of 48.
This defense knew coming in that controlling this quarterback as a runner was a huge component to today's game. The plays he's able to make as both a designed runner, but it's the scramble plays. That's what really kills you. You see here early in the game, they couldn't corral him, and it leads to a big play.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2 yards on the pick.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
On third and a yard, here's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, New England.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point is good. And the Pats have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, An injured Patriot, not what you want to see. Quarter one of week one. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. They'll go again with Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Third and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Torrey Taylor now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Not what you want to see. Quarter one of week one. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's May. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Shamar Turner. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week one.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Formation for the Patriots.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. And it's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Also burdened the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
Chicago Bears.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again, Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
3rd and
8. Williams to the air once more. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. Throwing now is May. Open man, right side. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 1st catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. May gonna look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Bears nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Give up the middle with Swift. Lots of space past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. What a run by Swift to gain of 43 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he surges folks for a gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
It is 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw is May. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And he's taken down up past the 35. They get 21 on that one. First down, New England.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw now, May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Patriots first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Back complete to Henderson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, New England.
Throwing is May. Pass completed to Douglas. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, New England. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. The extra point is good. And the Patriots will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Milton Williams taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On comes the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Now he takes off. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the 1st half.
And he's in! Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Working his way in to register his 1st sack of a new season.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And May will not risk it into the slide, and he's got the 1st down. The gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. They'll try the left side with Henderson. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's May. Moving to his left. Off he goes. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Throwing now from the gun. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Throwing on second down. May. Up to the left side, he's got Henry. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Pats stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. To the right side. Caught by Burton. And he's out of bounds. Up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll swing this out to Swift. Into space. And he will score. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown Bears. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears cut into the lead a little bit.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
To throw on first down is May. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
There's that man again. Another catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Well, it's another catch for his favorite target.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this out to the left flat, and it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
2. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. First down and more inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, New England. Working out of the gun, it's May.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, it's May. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. They'll run with Henderson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Exiting the pocket right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good, and the Pats will extend their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up with it.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
That's good for a Chicago
It's really been a
Bears.
one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense gets
In trouble, and down he goes. Milton Williams. He works his way in to record the second sack of his young career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a long way to go. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That complete to Swift. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I gotta give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
New England.
Again, it's Henderson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
Once more, it's Henderson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's going to have the first down just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Henderson. And this a slight improvement over the previous. Was that a lose yardage? It's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating for the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in. Touchdown, Patriots. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Makes the score Patriots 45, Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
13 yards on
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Throw it again. It's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. On the run to the right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a big play there for New England. 38 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop